today our video is going to be taking place outside because, as you can see, my aunt has a nice garden, and I think it's appropriate that for once I actually use my sunglasses for the thing I meant to use my sunglasses for, and not just as like a cheap punchline for a joke. So look, today I wanted to talk a little bit, oh no, I'm not going to wear the sunglasses, that does actually look stupid, ironically enough. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about internet friendships and internet connections in light of Maya and Delphi's birthday gathering, which I went to last Saturday, so a few days ago now. And I want to talk about internet friendships because I just had such a wonderful time. So if you've never been to a gathering before, the basic premise of a gathering is to bring everyone together in one place, usually in a park, usually in Russell Square in London, and people just have fun together, and then they chat, they play the occasional game of zip zap boing, also occasionally drink, and basically just have a great time. And over the course of the day, where I chatted to 50 people, most of whom were either strangers or people that I'd never met in person before, or people who I'd met through the internet, it reminded me of how incredible the internet can be as a platform to bring people together, because not a single person in that group of 50 amazing people would I have ever met if it weren't for the internet. And there's something especially because of that special about the relationships that you make with people on the internet. See, I don't think we talk enough about what it's like to see a human being that you talk to only through text and online messaging for the first time in real life. Like how exciting that is to have something and someone you can physically hold and hug for the first time. I think the equivalent metaphor would be putting on glasses for the first time and seeing the world clearly for the first time when everything's just been blurry. It's that sharpness, that clarification, and everything just comes into focus. Everything just becomes so much more tangible from then on. Also, interesting side note, I find it funny that the one thing you can't pick up about another person only through online communication is how tall they are. Sometimes people surprise you. Sometimes you're like, wow, you're short? Or sometimes you're like, wow, what's the weather like up there? And I think because it's so rare that we see people in person, ironically enough, and what might come as a surprise to some people who don't understand internet friendships, is that we value being able to see each other physically so much. And for a group of people who had come there almost exclusively because of the internet, it was a day where everyone put down their phones, put away all of their social media, and just talked to one another in person. And I think that's so beautiful. I think the internet can be used for, there's a wasp, go away, I'm trying to have an emotional speech. I think the internet can be used for terrible things. I think the internet is used for terrible things. But the internet is also used to bring people together and to give people a voice that they wouldn't usually have without the internet, and to join voices with other people who are similar to you and find companionship and find comfort in those voices that without the internet you would have never heard before. And I think no matter what you can say negatively about the internet, that's what it does. And I don't think there's anything more beautiful than that.
Happy birthday, Maya and Delphi. Hope you had a good day.
I forgot to mention as well, in terms of meeting people in real life, if you're coming to Summer in the City this year, me and Emmy are doing a meet-up at 5 o'clock in the Concord, in between the two things. More details will be on our Twitters, also something that I will put here. Come meet me and squish my face and I'll squish yours. And that is also how internet friendships work. Okay, bye guys.